Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to a very strange game I found the other day whilst travelling about the interwebs, and it's called Kerbal Space Program. This is by a group called Squad, and in the whole scheme of things, because I've been playing this over the weekend, it's a very weird game, and there's no other way to explain it other than by literally playing the game. So with that in mind, we shall go straight to this. This is the nice wonderful view of our solar system in the minute, and as you can see I have two probes going in orbit. I've got probe 1 and my lunar probe, which has actually made it to the moon, which is quite difficult. That took me an entire weekend to do. But yeah, the premise of this game is to build and design your own space shuttle or spaceship or whatever. So with that in mind, actually, we shall get straight into this. I shall go over one of the other buildings that was briefly shown. I should have gone into that, sorry. And that is the actual hangar. This is the assembly building for your spacecraft, which all must start off with this, a probe, or a pod as it's dubbed. But in this case I am making a probe, so we have a satellite probe, which are these three down at the bottom here. They're all sort of satellite bodies. These three up here are all lander and command pods, and these three up here are really more for aircraft than actual space shuttle design, because they're a bit oddly shaped and a bit of a pain to use. But anyway, we've got various tabs on the top here as well for construction. We've got our pods, as I've said. We've also got means of propulsion, so we've got actual fuel ducts, we've got tanks, we've got propellants. We can even have fuselage, fuselage bodies, and we've got smaller rockets as well. Over here we've got control, which has got some flight stability modules. We've even got rockets and even an avionics package. But that's for something else later on. Here we have structural things, so we have decouplers, we've got some more structural fuselages, we've got stability launchers, radial decouplers like what you see on main space shuttles when their booster rockets detach. You've even got expansion slots as well, and tricouplers, and even connecting rods and connecting rod designs. We've also got aerodynamics, which covers, as the thing simply states, aerodynamics. So we've got nose cones and wings. Here in utility we've got all the sort of essential things, I suppose, but they more deal with power. So we've got rechargeable batteries, we've got an ion propulsion system, we've even got a down container, we've got walkers and tracks and things, and even lights to put on it. And of course the last tab, we have science, which is essentially all the little gadgets and gizmos. So really, I think for this video we shall just try and launch a rocket containing a probe into space, because it's quite a hefty task really to try and get something into space. Now one of the good things I like about this game is that you can have everything go in symmetry. So like you saw there, I put on these two antennae, and what they did was I've got the symmetry mode here set to 2, and it will automatically put one on the opposite side depending on what symmetry you've got. So you can go 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, and then back to 1 again. And yeah, it's a pretty nice idea actually. It saves you faffing around for ages. We've got a fuel tank there. We also need an engine, and I've also put on the flight module there, which is going to be helpful. In fact, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put on a nose cone as soon as I get everything out of the way. That on there, that on there. Move all this up. Right, we need to go to aerodynamics down here, and we're going to select a winglet. And these are the best wings that I've found so far. And we're going to place 4 actually, make it a nice stable rocket. Another thing I'm going to do actually, I'm going to drop Get that top bit there down, because I just realised we won't have any power for long. So I'll stick our battery pack in, and we're going to stick on. We're going to stick on these two solar panels here. These will hopefully give us power as we fly among the stars, and also just to make sure we don't crash and burn. Should the ship come back, we'll put on a couple of parachutes, and then that'll stop that from happening. So we'll put on our bottom decoupler, and we'll put on this big one because I intend to put something very big on the bottom. So there we go, that's going to be our lovely little ship that floats around in space and just pretty much act like your everyday GPS satellite. Now we're going to deal with the big stuff, because to get into space we need big rockets. So we got that, and what we can do is now we're going to put on 4 smaller ones around the side like that. That should be fairly stable. Oh, almost forgot. This bit's going to have wings on it as well, so we want the larger one of our flight modules. If it will go, where won't you go? Is that too close? Yes, that was too close. Like that. Go back down to here, get our mainsail engines. Shall get those installed. Put on some nose cones to stop any drag from occurring. And there we go, that should get into space. And like every good space shuttle, we should put on those as well. And you know what, actually I'm going to put in some extra fuel tanks, because I don't think this is going to make it. With some nice slim and thin ones. Perfect. Can we get them to sit down the side there? Oh, whoops. The answer is yes, we can. That's not going to go anywhere else down there, that's fine. We're most likely going to run out of fuel on those the minute we take off anyway, but... have we got solid boosters, I wonder? Yes. Yes, we do. Brilliant. So we'll get rid of those actually. We'll put some of these in if we can. Except they won't fit. Dang and blast. What about those? Will they fit nicely down the bottom there? No. Oh well. Never mind them. They should get into space, so without further ado we shall click on the nice launch button there. And hopefully this should go into space with no problem at all. There we go, it's on the launch pad. You can see the runway back there, that's the other building I was on about. Ones where you can actually build planes and proper spacecraft. There's our tracking station, which will keep track of this little guy as we send him to the stars. Away! As we can see there, sailing away nicely. Into the blue yonder. And I'll activate our stability controls to stop us from spiraling horribly. Also, one thing to keep in mind, engines will overheat in this, so you need to keep an eye on all this. And it does the whole space physics thing rather well in the grand scheme of things. So planets have gravity, you have to escape the gravity well before you can actually venture out. So you'll get an orbit forming as you start climbing. If I press M here and go to our little star map and zoom in here, you can see there's our space sensor, and as you can see we are forming an arc as we climb towards the stars. Nice spaghetti. Yeah. So this is the only thing we have to worry about really. Is trying to get out into space. And we are running out of fuel mighty quick on our main rockets, but they have fulfilled their purpose. We are now into the upper atmosphere. I'd almost go as far as to say we have burned them out. There we go. So we shall detach. Activate the backup. Which has now put us into a freefall. Wonderful. Just what I've always wanted to be in. And now comes the annoying bit about this game, trying to get yourself balanced. I know I've probably done something incredibly stupid, like I haven't put on a rocket or a piece of attachment to keep it floating straight. Come on, you blasted thing. Level out. Come on, come on, come on. That's it, that's it, that's it, that's it. Have it. Have it, my son. Come on out, nose down, nose down, nose down. No, 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 no. You're missing the point here. So yeah, this is our satellite map. As you can see, there's probe 1 spinning around at a very odd ellipse. So what we're going to do is here, we're going to aim for this point here, which is in 3 minutes time, and we're going to expand our orbit. As you can see, this dotted yellow line there. Ooh, too far. There we go. And if we tug on that blue one, whoop. Come on. There we go. Right. So now we have 3 minutes to try and stabilise our orbit. And what will hopefully happen is if we can get ourselves to stabilise on that point. Just trying to aim for here. Ginger touches, ginger touches. Yes, there we go. Right. And if we keep up our burn time. No, 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 going away. Whoops. One thing I can do actually whilst we're up here. If we right click on our items, we can extend our solar panels. I'll gun it on there, and as you can see, our ellipse is now getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. There you go. If I click on the resources tab in the top right, we can see how much fuel we've got left. We've got plenty of fuel. Oh, oh, oh. Too much power. Overcooking it slightly. And what should happen is, before we hit our window, we're going to have a nice big orbit. Yeah, look at that. The other thing we need to do is really just need to swing ourselves around now and possibly bring ourselves in a wee bit so that way we don't swing out so far. So now we should do the principle of spaceflight, which is you are always in freefall and all you're doing is trying to hit the ground and miss. But it's oddly enough the Hitchhiker's Guide to Flying. Now come on. What we want to aim for is our little blue dots on here. We've already gone past our window, but that's fine. We know roughly where we're aiming now. As you can see there, our ring is now changing. So it gets wider and wider and wider. Oh, more like a circle anyway. And there we go. And even though we missed our window, we still have a nice orbit round our planet Earth. Or our... I can't remember the name of the planet now. Oh, Kerbin. That's the name of this particular world. But there we go. Probe 2 is now in space. Now it can sit up here for all time, happily transmitting whatever it finds of interest to other people. You can extend out the antennae. And there we go. I shall now just happily beep away to say, yes, I am now in the atmosphere. And if we start speeding up time, that's all time warp function. There we go, here comes closest point to the Earth. I'll just keep floating on by. So yeah. So that's pretty much it for the space kind of things. And what I can do is go back to my space sensor, click on our observation post, and there we go, we can keep an eye on it now. So we have our untotaled spacecraft, which is what we've just flown. But actually let's... is it going to load up that craft? Hope it is. Yep. There we go, still floating around. Still transmitting her location. I'm going to rename her. Why should we rename the vessel? I know. The Bedfordshire Probe 1. That seems fitting. There we go, happily viewing the largest ocean in the world, which we shall call Luton, because people there are always crying over football scores. So one thing we should go over now is the sort of aircraft side of things in this game. This is something I've never dabbled in yet. I haven't even gotten here, so this is going to be an interesting experience for all three of us. All three of us? Sorry, that's Mark 3. I was thinking threes. So this is going to be fun. That's what I wanted to say. Have we got a Mark 3? Yes, we have. And more important, have we got a Mark 3 fuselage? Yeah, this is going to be an interesting plane. Okay, so got plenty of fuel. What I'm going to do is actually going to drop the tail end down a size. And as you can see, we've got our centre of mass, thrust and lift. Of course, currently we don't have any. Where's those large wings I was looking at the other day? There they are. Okay, we've actually got this all wrong because it's going to be lopsided, so we'll set our symmetry for 2. There we go, we can stick those on underneath. We're going to give it those same wings we gave our little probe in space to help with things such as lift. So I'm going to give it these large swept wings. I'm going to put these delta wings on the back. If it will let us. It's just going to be a pain in the bum. That isn't going to fly. Something in my head is saying that will not fly, Smithy. But whatever. We shall have a laugh. This can only go oh so wrong. I can just see things going horribly wrong now. People are now flipping tails. Actually, let's get rid of that and put in an avionics package on the front. An advanced vomit prevention nozzle cone on the front, and give it the tiniest wings of all time. Wheels, sorry. Wrong thing. Okay, here we go. This could be amusing or just painful. Or amusingly painful. Alright, there we go. We shall increase our thrust and launch. And we've just burned through all of our fuel in no time at all. That didn't even get an inch. Okay, let's rethink our strategy there, because that's not obviously working. Neither is that fuselage or that one. In fact, let's... Nope, whoops, wrong button. This is going to be amusing. It's the nose cone on the platform. Did not mean to do that at all, sorry folks. No. Rethink. Let's see, can we replicate an SR-71? I reckon we can, you know. I mean, let's face it, an SR-71 isn't really that hard. It's essentially a really big rocket. So if we give it that as a base, move those off for a second, put in our Vomit Preventer 9000, give it a couple of undercarriage rockets to give us a bit of initial thrust. A couple of wheels would be a good idea to stop the thing from crashing on the runway. And now we just need to do wings. So what we'll do is we'll put on wing connectors there, have... no, not those ones, where are they? Massive delta wings. Oh yeah, so it almost looks like an SR-71. Okay, that probably is not going to fly, but we shall give it our best. Something tells me it's not going to fly. So I'll give my victory drink. I'm not going to need it though, because we're going to crash horribly into the ground. Oh. We are getting somewhere. I'm sure we are moving. For some reason we cannot achieve flight. Why no work? We are obviously doing something wrong. I think we may have to come back to this somehow. And if we take off all our parts that don't work, get rid of all that, we'll give it some proper fuel tanks. And try this conundrum again. Let's try that again. Ow. Ooh. Don't know what caused that all to shake, rattle and roll. Right. Attempt number 259 to launch. Oh, there we go, that's much better. Can we achieve lift? We're not flying. Why aren't we flying? Come on. Runway's ended. Runway. Come on. No, 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 we're sinking. We're going to crash into the ocean. Dear. This shouldn't be working. Come on. There we go. Finally getting some lift. Oh. My word, that was a lot of effort. Let's see if we can break the sound barrier, shall we? Shall level ourselves out a little bit. Yeah, no, no, don't. Nose, stop it, stop it. You're not allowed to nosedive. There we go, flight stability. Haha! There we go, leaving the space station far behind now, and we are rapidly running out of fuel. Let's see if we can initiate a banking maneuver. Banking. Still banking. Banking and losing altitude. Mayday, mayday, mayday. No, 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 no. Ah, no. Stop panicking, stop panicking, stop panicking. Don't panic, Mr. Manning, don't panic. Yeah, come on. That's it, that's it, that's it, that's it. Whoop. Oh. It appears that we have run out of fuel. That's not good. Because that's the ocean coming up on us very quickly. Let's look over from his point of view. Oh, quite bad. Oh my. That was quite a big splash. Well, I'm sure if you pick up this game from KerbalSpaceStation.com, I think it is. If not, if that's alright, anyway, I'll put a link in the description below the video. I hope you all enjoy this. I hope you've all enjoyed it. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, all that usual YouTube stuff. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter, and I will see you next time.